What's going on, you guys? It's Hiram coming back at you again. Today I want to talk more about network marketing, my whole thoughts and opinions regarding the whole industry, and also a little bit more on why I quit. I feel like I want to do this because a lot of my subscriber base are network marketers. I feel like it's so because of the video that I had posted about 3 years ago regarding Amway's compensation plan. And so I just want to dive in a little deeper into the whole thing and also give you a little bit of a window into my life on what I'm doing going forward. Alright, so I was about 23 years old when I first started network marketing. I had just gotten back from the Netherlands serving a 2-year full-time volunteer mission. And so when I came back, I just had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. I thought maybe becoming a petroleum engineer would be cool, especially because I'm out here in West Texas in the oil field already. And then all of a sudden, my cousin comes with this opportunity for me to join network marketing. And so when my cousin and her husband presented this opportunity to me, I seriously thought that it was just a no-brainer. Number one is because I already trusted my cousin and her husband in everything that they do, and I still do. And then number two, they just spoke highly positive about the whole opportunity. And one of the things that they talked about was how you can become wealthy within 3 to 5 years of really building this thing day in and day out, putting in the work. And so I thought, man, if I can build wealth with this opportunity, I'm talking about figures of maybe $200,000 a year, within 3 to 5 years of putting in the work, then I can definitely justify doing that than going to a 4-year school, getting my 4-year degree, and then going to get a job and possibly being in debt because of going to college and messing with all of that stuff. And so I was just really thinking like, wow, I might as well just start this opportunity now and get to work so I can eventually build this wealth. Obviously, you guys know how everything turned out. I have that story explained in another video. You can go watch that. But long story short, I was 23 when I started. I was around 26 when I quit. And during that whole course of time, nothing really happened where I got to the point where I thought, man, I can really be making wealth through this if I keep going. All right, even at the highest level that I was able to get to wasn't that much of a impact on me that made me think, man, you should keep going because there's good money here. And yeah, I know some of you are thinking, man, if you would have kept going and persevering, you eventually would have made it. Or, man, all you got to do is change up your strategy, and by doing that and applying the things that you're learning, you'll be able to make it. But guys, I did tell myself that for about 2 years before I even quit. And I think eventually you fall into something called the fallacy of sunk costs, where you think that, man, you've invested so much already that if you quit now, all of it would have been for nothing. And I explained this in a previous video also, but you can seriously fall into this fallacy of sunk costs. And I think eventually there needs to be a point where you just cut it off, because if not, you keep falling into this fallacy and keep telling yourself, I've already invested too much. It's been 5 years and I've invested all of these 5 years, and if I quit now, it would have been for nothing. But you have to find a time to just cut it off. And for me, that was around last year, around when I was 26 years old. I'm 27 now. But yeah, I mean, back then, I felt like network marketing was the only way that you can make money. The only way that the average Joe or the average American can get ahead in life. And I never looked at any other opportunities that might have been out there or that might have come my way, because I was just so fixated on this one opportunity and so fixated on thinking that it was the only way, that if you were to try any other way, you would fail. And that's just a complete erroneous thought. And I mean, sure, network marketing is appealing because it has a very low barrier to entry. Sometimes it has a very low startup cost. On some of them, you don't even need a social security number to get started. And I feel like that makes it very easy and very simple for someone to go ahead and get started on their entrepreneurial journey. But there are still so many other ways that you can actually start a business or build wealth for the average American with a low barrier to entry. For example, you can become a real estate agent. You can probably get your license online, very low startup cost for your license, and then begin selling real estate as an agent to other people. And then you get your toe a little bit in the water of the whole real estate pool and learn a little bit on how to provide value, on how to maybe even become an investor, and then eventually maybe even become a real estate broker where you hire other real estate agents to kind of work in your own little company or firm. Another way is to sell pest control or home security systems. I know that kind of sounds crazy, and I know some of you might get a bad taste in your mouth by just hearing that, but seriously, some of these guys are making a ton of money through pest control sales and home security system sales. A lot of companies have these programs where you can just spend a whole summer and knock on doors during the summer and sell these security systems or pest control. And a lot of people make $20,000 to $100,000 in just that one summer of sales. You can also do this as a side hustle throughout the whole year and make money that way. It doesn't just have to be during the summer. Another cool thing about these sales jobs is that eventually when you generate a ton of sales, you can train and recruit other people to kind of sell under you. And in that way, it's kind of like network marketing where you're recruiting others and the sales that they make kind of help you generate more income. Another thing you can do is digital marketing, where you go to your local brick and mortar businesses in your city and you ask them if they have a Facebook page, Instagram page, or YouTube channel. And if they don't, you can provide that for them. You can kind of manage their Facebook page and their channel and provide content through these social networks, therefore kind of expanding their social media presence, and that will allow them to generate more customers and more income. And by doing that, you can get paid and make money. But I would just try Googling, digital marketing. How can I get started with digital marketing? And you can get started that way. Another thing you can do is if you have a drone or you have a nice camera, you can start getting in the photography business. You can take drone shots of real estate or events and get paid that way. I know in some states you don't even need a photography license to get started and to start charging people. So that might be something that might interest you and that you can get started in. But guys, there's just a lot of ways that you can generate income without even having a 4-year college degree and still make it without having to go into network marketing. Network marketing is not the only way to go. You can really become successful with any of these business opportunities and more if you really just put your mind to it. And so for those of you that are really thinking about, should I do network marketing or is this the only way to go? Just know that it's not, okay? Because a lot of the times you get fixated on that thought and you think, man, there's nothing else for me out there, so I have to do network marketing. There's no other way. But there really is. And if you really just start looking and start researching on Google, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, or any other platform, you can really begin to see that network marketing is not the only way to generate wealth and build a business. So for me, what I'm thinking about doing now is real estate. I'm thinking about tapping into the whole real estate market and see how that works. And I'm just kind of learning the ins and outs of real estate right now. I'm not pulling the trigger yet, but it's just really interesting to me on how to build wealth through real estate. And that's kind of something that I really want to get started on. Is it good to flip a house or is it better to buy and hold and rent it out? So all of that stuff is just really interesting me right now. And if you subscribe to the channel, you'll be getting more of these videos and you'll be seeing what I'm going to be doing with my money eventually to build wealth. But my biggest takeaway here is to not get fixated on just the idea of network marketing being the only way. That's really the point that I wanted to get across with this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more. I'm definitely going to be bringing in more content on what I'm going to be doing with my money, and we'll see you guys in the next video.